Episode 39. Feels like it's been such a long time getting through this many episodes, this many incidences, revelations. And it really hasn't been. It hasn't been that long. I mean, it was 20 years ago I first found out I was adopted. But then the end of last year is when everything fell into place. Started to. Found my maternal family. My birth mother's, my biological mother's family, my siblings, which is what urged me to go on this trip to begin with. When I was 30 and I found out that I had siblings, that took me by such surprise. Mojo's here with me. He's not feeling very good. He has a pinched nerve in his neck. But it was the siblings that is what drove me more than anything else on this journey. And I found out so much more. And I'm still finding out so many things. This journey wasn't about me finding my siblings. I think this journey was more about me finding my place in a larger picture. Maybe it wasn't, but it kind of is now at the very least. This journey may alter and change moving forward. But for right now, I deal with it with what it is. And it got me here. So the last time I told you that the original DNA that one of the two brothers had sent in was contaminated. So one of the ladies that is either my cousin or sister just decided to do the test herself. Laura. Laura's results came in. She's my first cousin. Now she has one aunt and one uncle. So we know that if it's not her father, John, that it's her brother, Tom. I now know a much bigger version of my origin than I ever did, because now I know who both my biological parents were. Barbara Ann Odell and Tommy Sabry. I never got the chance to meet my birth mother. I never got the chance to tell her thank you. Whatever the reason was, however it came to be, thank you. Thank you for giving me up. Because I was in a great place. Still am. All because of the courage to give her baby up. And now, though, my biological father is still alive. So Tommy Sabry lives in Florida. He's 77 years old. His birthday is coming up on the 24th. My dad's birthday was April 26th. And the two men are 10 years apart. My dad was born in 33. Tommy was born in 43, him and his twin brother. He did a lot of jobs. Tommy did a lot of jobs, I found out. I've spoken to him several times. We video chatted as well. He's very excited. He's very happy. And that is making me even happier. Seeing, hearing, and knowing how happy he is about this. Yeah, among other things, he was a wildlife photographer. Worked for the San Diego Zoo, worked for the New York Audubon Society, and he still has thousands and thousands of professional photographs. He's done a lot of work in his time. But another thing I now know, or at least have a clearer picture of a possible version of what happened. So if I was born in May, it must have been around August 1968, down in Florida, in or near Pinellas Park, St. Petersburg, Sorry, it was St. Petersburg at the time. It was in or near St. Petersburg. Tommy said he remembers it was a Friday or Saturday night. My mother came into the pizzeria where he worked. He lived across the street in some cheap flat. Barbara came in, wearing a dress, crying, very sad and very mad. And the two of them talked all night. And they made me. Don't know what was going on in anybody's head at the time, obviously. But among other things, I know my mother was at that time, or shortly after that time, making plans on coming back to the home base, the family base in upstate New York. So it doesn't seem like she was planning on staying in Florida at all. Tommy was very upset. I'll admit that, and I'll tell that to you all. Tommy was very upset, and I say upset, I don't mean mad, angry. He was upset. It sounded like he was crying, I think. I don't know. I couldn't see him during this phone call. But the reason was he just didn't understand why he wasn't told. And after all these years, that really hurt him. And I can understand, and I can see that. I think I would have felt the same way. But that's all water under the bridge. It's been 50 years. Who cares? 50 years. Really? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. What matters now is I've been reconnected pretty much there, with my whole biological family. Well, I say pretty much, I mean because a lot of extended, I still haven't gotten a chance to do anything more than just say hi to on Facebook, and a lot of them after that, I haven't even had a chance to at all. But I found them. I know where they are. They know I know where they are. We all know this, and we're all good with this. This isn't the normal way it works out. If you're an adoptee like me and you're watching this, I hope that you've done research as well, like I did before going into this. Maybe some support groups. Facebook has a lot of them. And you read the stories, and there are happy endings. And there's amazingly happy endings. But it's not guaranteed. There's a lot of bad endings too. I don't know why I've been this lucky in my life to have the family I was given to raise me, and now to find my other family, actually families, and everyone is happy and everyone is accepting. This has been very lucky. I can't guarantee that you're going to have the same thing, even if you find everyone. I can't guarantee that it's going to be just as happy. So be careful, but don't stop. Don't stop. Just be a little careful, right? Because if you're going into this, then I'm assuming or hoping that, like me, you're going into finding family members for good intentions. They're not always going to be good back. But if you are smart and you handle it, I want to say quietly, I'm not sure what the right word is, that's not it, subtly, if you're not bombastic about it, then I think things will be a little bit better, because some people are going to be shocked. Some people are going to be shocked. I totally expected Tommy to be shocked. I mean, like bad shocked, like unhappy shocked. It could have gone either way, the way I was thinking about it. I knew he was in his mid-70s, and I was thinking it could go either way. It could be a happy shock. Hey, I have a kid, I have another kid, I have someone else, something like that. Or it could have been a bad shock. It could have been more like, man, I'm in my 70s. I'm not dealing with having another kid right now. Honestly, you don't know. So be careful and try to prepare just in case. It's always better, I think, to hope for the best but prepare for the worst. I don't know what else I'm comfortable with saying at this point because there are personal things. There's still personal things about Tommy, about Barbara, that I don't think need to be brought up here. But the story is far from done. This journey has led me not to a fork, not to a series of doors, but it's led me to a new place with new options that are continuing to open up before me. These are all new life paths, and I'm going to be taking them. Things are going to be difficult. Things are going to be good. Things will be easy. Things won't be. It's life. It's normal. It's supposed to be that way. But if you had told me 20 years ago when I first found out that the journey was going to end like this, how could I have believed it? How could anybody believe it? I'm looking forward so much to moving forward with my new families. I'm looking forward to continuing with my old families. I'm looking forward to it both. Time will be made. Yes, it will. As for me and Tommy, he is so ecstatic, and more so that I too am looking forward to starting a relationship with him. Now, he lives down in Florida, and I really wish one of us was closer to the other, or we were both closer to each other, or the distance does make things a little difficult, but you make do. All right, you figure something out. That's what life's about. You make do where you can. You figure out where you can't. So it's going to be done. I already told Tommy that when it's safe to travel, when the travel bans are lifted, I have absolutely no problem taking a flight down to Florida and seeing him. He also asked if he could come up and see me, of course. So there's going to be some back and forth, but traveling to New York to Florida isn't really a lot, but to do it regularly, it seems like a lot. And also, and I know he's probably watching, Tom, I know you're probably watching, at 77, I worry about you doing that kind of travel. I do. But we're going to work it out. It's going to work out. We're going to see each other. And I don't know what to say because I had no idea that this path was really going to go further than it did. It's still going. Path doesn't end. Once you're on this path, it doesn't end. Because once you find them, if they're accepting, it's just a new path. It goes from being a new path to another new path. So get ready for it. Get ready. The journey's not over. I'm sure there'll be more information, more things coming up from time to time, whether about me and my life and my journey, or maybe something I put together that I want to show and help other adoptees with. I don't know. But episode 39 is not the end of Sibling Zero. It's not a new beginning either. It's just another point. It's just another point in the journey. So I'll be back. I'm looking forward to it because I'm so looking forward to seeing where this train ride, this roller coaster ride takes me. All right, and thank you all so much. You've been allowing me to get things off my chest in a manner that is helpful to me. And hopefully, a few of the things that I've been through, a few of the things that I've uncovered, if you're an adoptee too, hopefully a few of these will be helpful to you. Stick in there. Keep with it. Things will happen. Things always happen. And I may have mentioned this earlier in the series, but I want to end this episode off on one of my favorite quotes, because this quote actually did help prompt me to just finally do it when I started with the DNA search. Bruce Lee said, "If you love life, don't waste time, because time is what life is made of." Thank you very much, everyone.